Hi everyone, it's Melissa. Well, I have had to refilm this video because I went to the dermatologist yesterday and she kind of tweaked my skincare routine just a little bit. So I had already filmed it and actually uploaded it. I hadn't made it live yet, but I decided I wanted to refilm it. And of course, when I filmed it the first time, my hair looked all nice and everything. My hair's filthy. It's hair washing night, so yeah, it is what it is. I also have a little thing at the end where I update you on some things that are going on in our lives right now and maybe how it affects my channel. So watch for that at the end. A day or two ago, I woke up in the morning and got emails saying that they had read on a message board that even though I had always proclaimed and just promised and everything that I had never had any Botox or injections or fillers or anything at all like that, that they had read on a message board that actually I was misleading everyone, and I really had, and they could tell by looking at me through the camera that I had certain parts of my face were shiny, my cheeks looked different, all that kind of stuff. I wasn't being truthful about how I wanted to age gracefully. I was being deceitful. So I immediately ran in the bathroom and I filmed, real close-ups of me without any makeup first thing in the morning, and I slapped myself around and made all kinds of faces and raised my eyebrows and did like that and did my mouth all around, so I'd never had any kind of fillers or Botox or anything like that. Did all that kind of crazy faces. And so, I went back and looked at it, was going to upload, and I thought, I just look like an idiot. So I went to the message board and I told, I posted my own message that I promised, I swore on the lives of my grandchildren that I had not had anything done, and they saw me through a camera, and I do have lines and I do have 11s and I do have, I have a saggy neck and I have jowls and I have these things right here, that sag down. My mouth started to turn down, but I'm 60 years old. I'm going to have that and I'm okay with it. I'm going to try to look the best I can, but there's just so much I can do. So I'm not against anybody having Botox. I'm not against anybody having any fillers or any kind of work done at all. That's their choice to do, just like it's my choice not to have it. I'm just, I'm kind of afraid that someday they're going to find out that these things are really bad for people and dangerous, and so I just don't want to have it done. And the whole premise of my channel is that I want to try to look the best I can, and without having anything done. So anyway, and the people on the message board questioned if it was really me or not. It was really me that posted the message. So enough of that about that. But anyway, I'll show you a clip right now of it was funny, the faces that I made to try to prove that I hadn't had anything done. So. The only thing I can do is just promise, swear on the Bible. Gosh, I hate to swear on the lives of my grandchildren, but I do. That I have never ever had anything done. The only thing I've had done to is I get my eyebrows waxed. That is the only thing I have done. I've never had Botox. I've never had injections. I've never had any fillers. I've never had anything. This is just me. I swear and I promise. I've never even had I've never had a chemical peel. I had a facial in my late 30s. I didn't like it, so I never got one again. I kind of think maybe I don't like people touching my face. So anyway, so a few months ago, I did a video that I'll link below where I talked about what I felt like were some dangers of using Retin-A and retinols. Also previously read a study, people use Retin-A to try to see what it would do for skin cancers and or to prevent skin cancers. Part of those people started developing lung problems, and I remembered that when I was using Retin-A heavily and long term, that's when I developed asthma. So I think there might be a warning on the label now too. I'll have to look and see. I think there might be a warning that can cause breathing difficulties. So that's why I chose not to use Retin-A's or retinols. So I had to search around for a substitute, and I'll show it in my nighttime routine. But what I came up with was SkinCeuticals Retexturizing Activator. I remembered that Tammy Uppy's Beads had done a video where she said the best way to get help with your feet, you know, having smooth feet, is to use a product that has urea in it. So I thought, well, if it peels off dead skin cells on your feet, then maybe it'll work on my face too. So I started using it, I guess, about 6 weeks ago, and I really like it a whole lot. I can touch, well, you can't see it, but I can touch my face and kind of peel on it, and it'll very finely peel off from it. Nothing like the Retin-A, so it's a much gentler version of it, but to me, it gives me just as good results as I got with the Retin-A, using the Retin-A or the retinols. Another thing that I do is I do not moisturize. For a period of time, I used the Lancome products where I used moisturizer and stuff, and my skin started getting saggy again and getting heavy and stuff like that. I have a theory that moisturizers, can make be heavy on your face, and maybe moisturizers can make your skin lazy and make it have less moisture because it doesn't have to work for it. You're putting moisturizer on it, so that's what I think anyway. So I'm going to start with my daytime routine, and I start off, and I'll do a split screen here. I start off every day, every morning. Well, first I'll wash my face with the White Lucent from Shiseido. I really like it. It foams really nicely, but rinses off really nicely. I use one of my washcloths that I make. I'll put the pattern down below. It's just a little simple knitted washcloth. I go up on my neck, and then I bend over and I pull up on my face. That's how I clean, and then I rinse it off. And then I don't use a toner because I want to get the product right next to the skin. So the next one I use is the SkinCeuticals Serum 20. I had tried the Timeless, but I talked to the people at Timeless. They put vitamin E in theirs, and vitamin E can come from wheat germ, and so and they couldn't guarantee me, they outsourced it, and they couldn't guarantee me that it wasn't sourced from wheat. The SkinCeuticals people, this product right here it does not have the vitamin E in it, and they also could reassure me that none of their vitamin E is sourced from wheat. They checked with their supplier. So after I put that on all over, then I follow it with the Obagi New Derm line, and it's the Exfoderm. And it's an acid, and I'm not sure exactly what kind of acid, but it helps with some exfoliation too. And then that's all I do. I don't use any moisturizer. Well, wait, I do one more thing during the daytime. I'm going to start. I think I never used sunscreen because I used a lot of heavy makeup, so I figured that the makeup would cover it and stuff, so I tend to not use sunscreen on my face. I always use it on my arms and my chest and everything, but I kind of let my makeup do it for my face. Well, she told me, my dermatologist told me not to do that, to use a sunblock, and what she recommended was it's Dr. Obagi's new line. It's Zeo Skin Health. He's not affiliated with their regular Obagi line anymore. He started this company. And it's from Zeo Skin Health, and it's the Eclipse Smart Tone. It's a sunblock that comes out in the lotion. It's white, but it supposedly, you know, adds kind of a glow and a bronze. It sort of changes color and adds a bronzy look to your skin. I tried it for the first time this morning. You know, they assured me it didn't have any moisturizer in it because, you know, I told them I didn't like moisturizers. I think it made, I put my Laura Mercier over it, but I'm not sure that it didn't make it kind of greasy looking anyway. So I may send that back to them. But anyway, that's what I use in the morning. And then at night, I do the same process. I wash my face again and use my washcloth and take it off and rinse and everything. I do it in the shower at night and, you know, really let the water get all my makeup off and stuff like that. And use my Shiseido again. And then before I go to bed, I put on the retexturizing activator that I talked about. And that has the urea in it, and I put a few drops in here. And then my newest product, I had always used the Obagi blender with my nighttime routine, and it has got 40%, it's got 4% hydroquinone in it. Well, she told me that hydroquinone, that the new thinking is, my dermatologist, the new thinking is that you should not use hydroquinone long term. They're using it for people to quickly get off a lot of the pigmentation problems, but then you don't use it long term. You find something else. And so what she suggested that I switch over to, and they told me to switch over very gradually, like to do it half and half, and then, you know, gradually from the blender over to this. This is Dr. Obagi's, the Zeo Medical Bright Alive Non-Retinol Skin Brightener. So it didn't have the retinols in it. But she told me if I just quit the hydroquinone suddenly, that it would cause more pigmentation problems. It's hard to say. So she said to do it gradually and then it'll be okay. I'll maintain my results. But this, and so I do 1 squirt of it and mix it together and then put it all over. No moisturizers. That's it. I go to bed. So anyway, that is my skincare routine. I wanted to talk to you about something that is sort of going on that kind of affects my upload schedule a little bit. You know, Doug is having surgery. He goes to the doctor today to find out the date, the surgeon today to get the date when he's going to have the surgery. One of my close family members is very ill. Also, we found out this week, and she's got, she doesn't really want me to say, I don't think anything about it, but she's got a chronic disease that's making her very ill, and she might be ill for a long time. So I'm just making sure that I work part-time, and I'm going over there and keeping kids and picking up and fixing supper, fixing meals, whatever I need to do. But I've got to devote my time to doing that because she's very ill. So I'm going to change when I upload videos. I'm going to try to stick to once a week if I can do that. I think I can. Even doing lots of things for her, and you know, running errands, whatever I need to do. She's pretty sick. So whatever I need to do, I'm going to do that. If I get behind on watching other people's videos, I hope you'll forgive me. I will always answer my comments. So the most important thing is talking to everybody that watches, that's kind enough to watch my videos. So I will always keep up with my comments. But I might get behind watching people's videos, but I'll do the best I can. But our family's kind of going through a lot right now. So, you know, they're the most important thing to me. And I've got to be there for them. They need me, and I do it very, very gladly. So I appreciate everyone watching so much. I hope this isn't too thrown together. Some of the kids are getting ready to come over, and I was trying to get it done before that. So thanks everyone for watching, and everyone have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.